Good afternoon, children. In previous class, we have discussed the snake catcher. Today, we discuss page number 19, third paragraph onwards. Before going to discuss this lesson, I would like to ask some questions to you, children. Please answer those questions. The snake catcher belongs to which country? The snake catcher belongs to which country? He belongs to Iraq. Next, second question. Was, were, had, did belongs to present tense or past tense? Please answer. Was, were, had, did belongs to past tense or present tense? Past tense. What is the present form of had? What is the present form of had? Had is past form, V2 form. What is the present form of had? What is the present form? Please tell me, please answer this. What is the present form of had? V1 form of had. V1 form of had is have. V1 form of had is have. Next, children, shouted V1 form. Shouted V1 form. Yes, shout. Shouted V1 form. Shout. Next, what is the meaning of the word glimpse? Glimpse meaning brief view. Glimpse means brief view. Yesterday, that means in previous class we have discussed page number 19, two paragraphs. Children, today we will going to discuss page number 19, third paragraph onwards. Please open the textbook and see the third paragraph from 19th page. In the town, please underline this. Please underline this line. In the town, the sun grew hotter, and by the warmth of its rays, also underline. See, in the town, the sun grew hotter, and by the warmth of its rays, the dragon began to emerge slowly from its frozen state. Emerge means move. In the town, the place where the snake catcher kept this dragon, that place we can call in the town. In the sun grew hotter, that may be 11 or 12 o'clock. 11 or 12 o'clock, the sun was very hot, and by the warmth of its rays, it became hot, it became warm, it feels hot. The dragon feels hot of the sun rays of the sun. The dragon began to emerge. The dragon which he brought from the cold mountain, it began to emerge means move. Emerge meaning move. Suddenly it moves from its frozen state. Before it was in frozen state. Frozen state means it was in. It seems to die. In that state it was. Now it was moving. It had not been dead yet, but merely frozen without outward movement. Before it was sleeping. It was not dead. Inside it was, all the parts were working, but outside it looked, it seems dead outside movement. There was no outside movement. Slowly the dragon in the bundle started moving. The bundle. He bundled up the dragon and he put in the town, in the bazaar. Suddenly the bundle was moving. Soon it burst. Soon the dragon came out of the bundle, burst forth from the cloth and string that had been tied around it. He tied one rope. He removed that. The dragon removed that rope. The dragon knotted that rope and came out of the string. Came out of the string. Suddenly, the town people were filled with terror, afraid after seeing the dragon. But he said it was dead. But that's why they were all come very near. They were all come very near to the dragon. When it moves, all were shocked, all were afraid at the sight of the fierce dragon. It was very dangerous dragon. Suddenly, it came out after it came out of the bundle. All people looks very in a terrified. They became afraid after seeing the dragon. They could not believe what was going on. They could not believe what was. Some people, those who were in front of the dragon, those who were seeing first people, they knew very well about what was going on. But people, those who were back, they could not know anything about the dragon situation. What was going on in that place? What was going on? The snake catcher said that he had killed the dragon. Before, the snake catcher said that he had killed the dragon. It was dead, but it was not dead. It was alive because it came out of the bundle. Killed the dragon, but the dragon came back from the dead as it was. He thought that it was dead, but it was not dead. It was in frozen state. It comes out of the bundle. They ran away from it in panic. They ran. The people, those who came, they ran away from. They go out of that place in a panic, means afraid. They all got afraid because it was very dangerous dragon, crushing each other as they fled. What is the fled? Fled, V1 form what? Fled is V2 form. What is the V1 form of fled? Flee. Flee is V1 form. Flee. Flee is V1 form. Fled is V2 form. Flee means to run away from the place. That meaning is to run away from the place. Shrieks filled the streets. Shrieks means loud cry. All people were shouting and crying. That street filled with shoutings. The dragon, mighty serpent, that it was devoured. Devoured means, you see here, page number 20. Devoured means ate all of something quickly. It was eating everything what it was seeing in front of it. See, finding devoured whoever was in its path. Whoever is the dragon is moving forward. Whoever in front of the dragon, it was eating them. And finding a pillar, suddenly the dragon the dragon um, the dragon finding a pillar, one pillar, big pillar, and entwined itself around it. Entwined is coiled around the pillar, and around it, eating alive the man who thought he had easily captured a terrible and fierce looking dragon. The dragon, the person who was alive, suddenly it came very fast and it ate him and curled around the pillar, and it was eating it was eating the live alive person. Those who The person who was running, suddenly it caught him and ate him up. And twine means curled and twisted around. Twisted, it was curling means when we force the flag, the rope is there, that rope we are curled around the pole. In the same way, the dragon was curled or twisted around the rope, and it was too high. It was too high. People were afraid. They did not even stand to see the dragon. They were all run away from the place. They were all afraid to this situation. Easily captured and terrible and fierce looking dragon. After seeing the dangerous dragon, fierce, very dangerous dragon, they all ran away from the place. They went away from the place to save their life. This is the lesson about the snake catcher. What was his job? His job was showing the snakes to the town people. The people got bored to see the snakes every day. That's why he went to the snowy mountain to bring the different snake. He brought dragon. It was in frozen state. He thought that it was dead. He brought the dragon in the bazaar, in the street. He invited all the people to see that unique and odd creature, this snake. Suddenly, when the sun was hot, it started moving. They all afraid and ran away. It killed many people. It ate up many people. Many people were got hurt because of too much crowd. At last, the dragon curled around the pole, and it looked very dangerous. See, the author name is Maulana Jalal Uddin Rumi. He was the writer of this, The Snake Catcher. Glossary, already see meanings are there. The meanings which you feel difficult, those meanings you write in your CW. Wait for 1 or 2 days. I will give you. I have given first lesson meanings, and I will tell you what you have to write after first lesson. Meanings after what you have to write. I will tell you. Then you will start the snake catcher glossary and all. And once you read this lesson 2 times and find out the adjectives from this lesson. See, children, answer the following questions in 1 or 2 lines. 1 or 2 lines only you have to answer these questions. You see and answer these questions Answer the following questions in one or two sentences. Why did the snake catcher go to the snowy mountain? To bring the different snake. How was the dragon when the snake catcher found it in the snowy mountains? Because it was in dead state, frozen state. What made the snake catcher pick the dragon? What made the snake catcher pick the dragon up with him? Because all people were bored to see his snakes. That's why he wanted to show them different snake. That's why he went to snowy mountain. In the end, the dragon began to move. How did that happen? Because in snowy mountain, it was in which state? He told one word. He mentioned one word. That word, say, dormant state. Almost dormant state means dormant dragon state. Dormant state means here inactive. It was not inactive. Some 6 months maybe it was inactive. 6 months it was active state. When it feels hot, it moves. At the same time, when he brought that snake to warm place, it feels hot. Suddenly, it was moving. The snake catcher made a wrong choice. Do you agree with this statement? Why and why not? The snake catcher made a wrong choice. He made a wrong choice. Why or why not? He made, yes, I agree. I agree that he made a wrong choice. That he should check that dragon whether it was dead or alive. Then only he should bring to the uh, place where the human beings are living. He should confirm whether it was dead or alive. That's why I agree that he should check whether the whether the dragon was alive or dead. See here onwards, your task, you have to complete these all exercise B Roman and C Roman. For example, I will tell you first one. Choose the correct option to make the statement meaningful. The snake catcher caught the snakes because he had a snake park. That's why he wanted to keep all the snakes in the snake park. Is it right? No, that is wrong. It was his livelihood. Catching the snakes is livelihood. That was B is the answer. Second, third, fourth, fifth, you have to find yourself by seeing the lesson. If you could not understand this lesson, once again you see this video. Otherwise, read the lesson 2 or 3 times. And coming to true or false, read the following statement and say whether they are true or false. Write T for true and F for false. The snake catcher went trekking to the mountain. He went for trekking. Do you know the trekking? They by a rope or rope they are climbing the mountain. Sometimes with hands they are climbing the mountain. For that he went to mountain. Is it right? No. It is wrong. Remaining you have to complete it. Shall I explain? Shall I give second one also? The snake catcher thought the dragon was dead. True or false? Yes, obviously it is true. Now remaining you have to complete yourself. If you can't understand, go through the lesson. Vocabulary, this is very very important. See, read the following sentence from the lesson. The snake catcher. Read the following sentence from the lesson. From the snake catcher. From the snake catcher lesson, he had taken how many? Six sentences. See, the snake catcher found a terrible and fierce looking dragon. You underline, children, terrible and fierce. Fierce. The snake catcher found a terrible and fierce looking dragon. Second one, it was big and looked attractive. What will you understand? What will you underline? Big and attractive, children. What are these words in these two sentences? I have underlined terrible and fierce, big and attractive. What are these? Are these nouns? Are these adjectives? Are these phrases? What are these? These are adjectives. Children, these are adjectives. He bundled up the whole creature in a cloth. He bundled the cold. What is adjective here? Cold. People would admire his brave act. What is the adjective in this? Brave is adjective. This mighty snake would change his fate. Mighty. What is adjective in this? Mighty. He could lead a luxurious life. He could lead a luxurious life. What is adjective? Lead or could or luxurious. Luxurious life. Luxurious is adjective. These are the adjectives. These are the adjectives, children. The underlined words are in the above sentences tell us the quality of the noun. The quality of the describing the noun. What is the definition of adjective? The adjective describes the noun. See, a terrible and fierce looking dragon. These terrible and fierce quality of these are telling about the dragon. It is giving information about the dragon. Terrible dragon and fierce dragon. It was big and looked attractive. See, it here dragon was big and attractive. It was in red in color. He bundled up the cold creature. Cold. He bundled up the cold creature. The creature was not warm. It was cold. Next, people would admire his brave act. Brave act. Was it brave act or foolish act? You have to decide. This mighty snake, mighty snake, describing the snake. Here, luxurious life. The life will be luxurious. Here, describing he could lead a luxurious life. Describing the noun. Such words are called adjectives. The words which are describing the noun are called adjectives. What is an adjective? An adjective describes noun, I told already. An adjective describes noun. It provides further information about a noun like size, shape, color, quality and more. Adjectives have different forms. They are positive. See, adjectives are it provides further information about a noun like his size. His size means he is fat, thin size. Shape, round shape and triangle shape and rectangle shape. Those are in maths. Color black, white and his quality good or bad and more. These adjectives are describing these and more. Adjectives have different forms. They are positive, comparative and superlative forms. Adjectives have three forms. Positive forms and comparative forms, superlative forms. They change their forms as follows. We know that the comparative and superlatives take ER and EST. Comparative degree, we have to add ER, superlative degree, EST, we have to add respectively. See here, positive, comparative, superlative. He gave some examples. He gave some examples from the six sentences. See here, big, bigger, big, big, bigger, bigger. Here is added. Another G is added because G before vowel sound is there. That's why vowel is there. That's why you have to write here another G. Big and bigger. Here is added and biggest. EST, biggest. This is superlative form. This is comparative form. This is positive form. This is positive form. Children, see this. Not only this coldest, mighty, mightier, mightiest. The word mighty is there, no? That Y turns into I. Mightier and mightiest. That word, that letter Y change into I. Next you have to add ER and superlative degree EST. Small, smaller, smallest. Few, fewer, fewest. Strong, stronger, strongest. These are the adjectives. Next, these are one syllable word. Big, we won't give any gap. Cold, mighty, small, few, strong. Big, we won't pronounce like that. Big, cold, mighty, small, few, strong. One syllable words. At a time we are pronouncing. That's why simply we can add ER or EST. And coming to the second, adjectives with more than two syllables. Two and more syllables will take more and most in the comparative and superlative forms respectively. They are as follows. Comparative form, more will come. Superlative form, most will come. See here, beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Beautiful. We can pronounce this one. Two syllables are more than two syllables. Beautiful. That's why we can use here more and most. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We are giving gap here. Terrible, terrible. That's why more terrible and most terrible. Attractive, more attractive and most attractive. Luxurious, more luxurious and most luxurious. Some adjectives take irregular forms as follows. Irregular forms, these are little bit difficult than these two forms. See, bad, worse, worst. Bad, worse, worst. Not bad, badder, baddest. Not bad, more bad and most bad. You have to by heart these irregular forms of adjectives. Good, better, best. Far, farther, farthest. Little, less, least. Bad, worse, worst. Bad, worse, worst. Ill, worse, worst. And ill, worse, worst. And bad, worse, worst. These are the irregular forms. Now children, this is task for you. Now read the lesson thoroughly and find adjectives and write their other forms in your notebook. So children, write down, read carefully, thoroughly, and read. Not only read, study the book, study the lesson, and find out adjectives and write their two forms. If you find that is comparative degree, write down positive degree and superlative. If you find superlative degree, positive degree and comparative degree, write in your CW. I will tell you after completing the first lesson, you start second lesson notes. Don't, if at all you want to write in your rough note book. Children, today we have discussed up to page number 22. Remaining part we have to finish tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye.